Alright guys, now today I have a special video. Now I'm not used to doing walkarounds, but I had to do a walkaround on this Jeep. It is a Jurassic Park Jeep. So let's hear from the owner and we're gonna learn everything that went into this Jeep, and it's awesome. And if you have not seen already, you should check this Jeep off-roading on Mosquito Pass Trail Guide. Alright, let's go. Alright Rob, let's talk about your Jeep. Let's see everything you've done to it. Let's start with the wheels.
Okay. Yep, these were stock wheels that came on the YJs and XJs, I believe. You know, it took the same shop that was able to help me paint it, was able to paint those for me. This is it's an entry-level movie car, so it's not too hard to do. That you can find all the plans and measurements online. I guess another lucky thing is when this came out, so this sand beige
1992 Jeep Wrangler Sahara sand beige
was the stock color on the 92 YJs only that year. This is this has been repainted. It was a hunter green before. A lot of the accessories were stock too, so these, although they're very hard to find these days, the stock fog lights, it had a Ramsey 6000 on it, and this is a reproduction here until I can pick that up. There's a lot of good enough pieces on here that I'll slowly replace.
Who did your paint?
Jamie at Mako in Northfield did it. He's done several of these. He's a really good guy, got a great eye for detail, and I sent him the measurements and he was able to tape it out and get it exactly how I wanted it and let me be involved, which was very cool.
I mean, to me it looks like it's exactly from the movie. I mean, down to this logo. Oh man, that logo. Where'd you get that at? There's some sign makers on online that you can find. Just make sure you do your research, because there's some of them don't turn out so great. But what's funny is I've had this car on display several times. At Denver County Fair, I actually had somebody come up to me and ask what movie it was from while looking. I was standing right about here, and I've got the luxury of having a movie car that gets to say what it's from right on the side of it, but apparently that wasn't enough. The world today. It's amazing.
Movie, you would have seen some amber fogs here. These are kind of stand-in good enoughs. The fog lights, the front and rear fog lights, are very hard to find. Obviously went out of fashion after the 90s, and finding something that stands in that is a similar build is very hard these days. And expensive. As far as we know, these tow eyes were custom made for the movies. It's from what it sounds like, they lost the Jeep getting it off the boat in Hawaii, and so they had to quick make something to be able to drag them off the boat. They also function as a camera hold, so when they're shooting into the Jeep, shooting while people are driving, it can actually hold a camera in between their eyeballs.
Dude, that's awesome. That's an awesome story right there.
Probably the last noticeable detail on the exterior here is a 102-inch CB antenna. So that thing's a lot of fun flying down the highway. This thing is a brick in general, so anything else you can add to it that will tear you down, that's a big plus.
All right, Rob, I see that you have the YJ Sahara interior, but this was a Sport. How did you get this interior, man?
Sure. My dad is a auto upholsterer. He upholsters for hot rods, and he looked at a bunch of pictures and reference I sent him and built it for me. And it's a really great reproduction. It's got all the details. So very, very happy with that. I'm lucky to have it in to do that, because these seats are very hard to find in manageable condition, and great condition like this is even harder. So.
Dude, that is awesome, because there is no way there's no way I could tell that this was not made by Jeep right there. I mean, that's exactly as it looks like in the movie. And the movie also had a gray dash, right?
Yep, it had a cinder dash. the cinder dash, but the interior panels were that dark green, as well as the carpet. Mine's a little dirty from today, but
oh yeah. So I see that you picked 36. Can you tell us a little bit about why you picked 36?
Sure. Yeah, 36 isn't a number that was in the movies, but that's always been my favorite number, so that's something I wanted to do. My dad used to race stock cars, and that was a number he raced under. It also happened to be the channel that Nickelodeon was on when I was growing up, so you know, that it just kind of reinforced that's always been my number.
All right, Rob, so today I feel like I heard dinosaur sounds coming out of your car. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. You know, that's one of the top features, or my favorite features about this is I got it set up. I built a little app that will let me trigger 20 plus dinosaur sounds from really anywhere that has cell signal. So I've got a weatherproof horn that's underneath the Jeep here that runs into a phone that a secondary phone that I've got in the Jeep, and basically I'm just sending it signals to make a bunch of noises for me. This is lots of fun, you know, at car shows. I've had you know, little kids come up and roar at the Jeep, and it's fun to kind of be able to have it roar back at them.
That is awesome. That is so cool. And so you designed the app for it, or?
Yeah, basically, well, it uses an app called Tasker, and I built a little interface for it that lets me, you know, choose from a bunch of different sounds that I've got here. So, you know, and it just basically sends a message to another phone via cell signal.
All right, we answered that question in the Mosquito Pass Trail Guide, as well as giving you all the information that you need to conquer that trail yourself. Now here are some clips from it, and I hope you'll check us out when that video is available. This is one of the coolest Jeeps I have ever seen, and there's a lot of cool Jeeps, but nothing is better than a YJ Jurassic Park Jeep to me. So heck yeah. Let's God, I'm so bad at this too. All right, Rob, let's talk about your Jeep. Let's see everything you've done to it, or
Sure.
what. So let's start.